about?
Okay, you talk
What I
about
lied
Brook
about?
Slope. Okay,
Council President,
let's finish the meeting.
no,
You don't even tell 25% of the truth.
What I lied
I'm
about?
telling you.
Council President, we live. We
We'll take item number 38 now, Madam Clerk.
Yes, Mr. President. Item number 38 is resolution authorizing the staff of the City of Paterson Department of Personnel to process an involuntary disability retirement application for Stephen Diarco, an employee of the Paterson Fire Department. It's a Fire Resolution 22:506.
so move.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Mendez and Councilman Velez, second by Councilwoman Means and Councilwoman Cotton. Roll call on item number 38, Madam Clerk.
Yes, Mr. President. Roll call on item number 38 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I just want to say to Battalion Chief, I wish you well. I'm happy to be able to sit here to do this. And God bless you. Madam Clerk, my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Jackson.
Chief, we appreciate your service. It's unfortunate what happened to you. I'm very sorry to hear what happened to you. I just pray and hope that what happened to Captain Reyes doesn't happen to you in your retirement, and you're able to enjoy that without being accused of doing something otherwise. So thank you for your service. We appreciate that. Madam Clerk, my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Mendez.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. To our Battalion Chief, we wish you the best of luck. We wish you well, for you and your family as well. And Paterson always going to be your home. My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Mims.
Chief, I pray that you heal properly, enjoy your retirement. My vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Velez.
Battalion Chief Stephen Diarco. If you need me, I'm gonna be there for you because you've been here for us for 24 years. I will be praying for you and your family, okay? So my vote is yes to this.
Thank you, Councilman. Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I pray for your better health. Hopefully you get healthier as the day goes by and enjoy your retirement, sir. My vote is yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 38 is hereby adopted.
Madam Clerk, let's continue with second reading ordinances, item 3, 4, 5, and 6,
Good night, Chief.
and 7.
Good night, Chief.
Okay. Mr.
Item number 3.
Item number 3 is a second reading ordinance. Public hearing is required. It's ordinance designating a school bus loading zone on Dale Avenue between Grand Street and Ward Street. It's Public Works Ordinance 22-052.
So move.
So move.
Moved by Councilman Mendez, second by
Second.
Councilman Velez and Councilwoman Mims. This item need a public hearing.
Yes.
Public hearing is open now.
See no move to close.
See no one, move to close by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilman Velez. Roll call to move the public hearing.
Roll call to close public hearing. Councilwoman Cotton. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Mendez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes.
the votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Public hearing is hereby closed.
Let's do the roll call now on item number 3, Madam Clerk.
Roll call on item number 3 for approval. Councilwoman Cotton. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Mendez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes.
The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 3 is hereby adopted.
Item number 4, Madam Clerk.
Item number 4 is a second reading ordinance. Public hearing is required. It's ordinance designating Dale Avenue between Grand Street and Ward Street as a one-way street northbound. Public Works Ordinance 22053.
So move.
Second.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Velez, second by Councilman Mendez and Councilwoman Mims. Public hearing is open on item number 4 now.
See no one, move to close.
Second.
Seeing no one, move to close by Councilman Velez, second by Councilman Mendez. Roll call to close the public hearing on item number 4, Madam Clerk.
Roll call to close the public hearing, then item number 4, Councilwoman Cotton. Yes. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Mendez.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes.
The votes are 5 yeses, 4 absences. Public hearing and item number 4 is hereby closed.
Roll call on item number 4, Madam Clerk.
Roll call on item number 4 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton. Yes. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Mendez.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes.
The votes are 5 yeses, 4 absences. Item number 4 is hereby adopted.
Now we'll take item number 5, Madam Clerk, on second reading ordinance.
Item number 5 is a second reading ordinance. Public hearing is required. It's ordinance designating a school drop-off and pickup zone on Dale Avenue between Grand Street and Ward Street. It's Public Works Ordinance 22054.
So move.
Second, move it, second.
Moved by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilman Velez. On item number 5, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, public hearing is open.
See no, move to close.
See no one, move to close by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilwoman Cotton. Roll call to close the public hearing, Madam Clerk, on item number 5.
Yes, Mr. President. Roll call to close the public hearing on item number 5. Councilwoman Cotton? Yes. Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilman Mendez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims? Yes. Councilman Velez?
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes, Madam Clerk.
The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Public hearing on item number 5 is hereby closed.
Roll call on item number 5.
Roll call on item number 5 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton? Yes. Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilman Mendez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims?
Yes.
Councilman Velez?
Just to clarify that, this is only gonna be in school days only, and it's gonna be from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., and from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. All the ordinance that we did for Dale has a time. So residents in the area, make sure you remove your car from 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., only on school days only. My vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Mr. President.
My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, sir. The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 5 is hereby adopted.
Let's do item number 6.
Item number 6 is a second reading ordinance. Public hearing is required. It's an ordinance establishing handicap parking spaces at various locations on city roads: 162 Atlantic Street, 105 East 17th Street, 488 East 27th Street, 713 East 27th Street, 8 Jane Street, 156 Jasper Street, 96 Lion Street, 13 Camden Street, 148 North 7th Street, 128B Park Avenue, 461 6th Avenue, 290 17th Avenue. It's a Public Works Ordinance 22-055.
Moved by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilwoman Cotton. Now the public hearing is open on item number 6.
See no, move to close.
See no one, move to close by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilwoman Cotton. Roll call to move the public hearing on item number 6.
Roll call to close public hearing on item number 6. Councilwoman Cotton? Yes. Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilman Mendez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims?
Yes.
Councilman Velez?
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yes.
The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Public hearing on item number 6 is hereby closed.
Roll call on item number 6, Madam Clerk.
Roll call on item number 6 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton? Yes. Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilman Mendez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims?
Yes.
Councilman Velez?
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes, Madam Clerk.
so the votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 6 is hereby adopted.
Let's do item number 7 now, the second reading ordinance.
Item number 7 is a second reading ordinance. It's a public hearing is required. It's an ordinance repealing establishment of handicap parking spaces at various locations: 61 Godwin Avenue, 21 North York Street, 22 Pennington Street, 355 15th Avenue, 28 Albion Avenue, 87 East 20th Street, 233 Edmond Avenue, 380 East 29th Street, 160 Redwood Ave, 93 Coral Street, 56 North 3rd Street, 26 Goshen Street, 154 Martin Street, 380 Park Ave, 9 Walker Street, 130 12th Ave, 27 Albion Avenue, 713 East 27th Street, 47 18th Ave, 83 North 11th Street, 41 Sherman Ave, 140 Albion Avenue, 457 East 29th Street, 135 Montgomery Street, 295 Paxton Street, 182 Wayne Ave, 26 3rd Ave, 152 Butler Street, 502 East 39th Street, 882 East 22nd Street, 59 Redwood Ave, 82 Carlisle Ave, 97 Alabama Ave, and 385 Michigan Ave. It's ordinance number 22056 for public works.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilman Velez and Councilwoman Cotton. That's on item number 7, correct?
Item number 7, yeah, new
Public
requires
hearing.
public hearing.
Public hearing is open now.
See no move to close.
See no one, move to close by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilman Velez. Roll call to close the public hearing, Madam Clerk.
Roll call to close public hearing on item number 7. Councilwoman Cotton? Yes. Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilman Mendez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims?
Yes.
Councilman Velez?
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes.
the votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Public hearing on item number 7 is hereby closed.
Let's do a roll call on item number 7.
Roll call on item number 7 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton? Yes. Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilman Mendez?
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We're repealing 34 location. So those 34 locations, they're gonna be back to the general public. If you see any handicap that is not being used properly in your block, make sure you report it. And I see that they're doing the work. They're returning those handicap spots to the general public. My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Mims?
Yes.
Councilman Velez?
I want to praise the traffic divisions, Bobby Statuto, his team, for going out there, knocking doors to make sure that they still live there, that they deceased, to remove this handicap. But please, if they send you a notice in advance, please, they send you that notice. Don't come and say they didn't send it and you didn't pay your fee and they remove it. Go renew it, go to motor vehicle, go to your doctor, but do it the proper way. My vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Mr. President?
My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, sir. The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 7 is hereby adopted.
Okay, let's continue with the non-consent agenda. Item number 28.
Yes, Mr. President. Item number 28 is resolution authorizing submission of a grant application for the Passaic County Cultural and Heritage Council 2023 Local Arts Program, LAP, re-grant. It's Administration Resolution 22-496.
So move.
So, second.
Moved by Councilman Velez, second by Councilwoman Mims and Councilwoman Cotton.
Just question.
Councilman Velez, discussion.
Yeah, simple. Madam BA, do you identify where the 50% is coming out of the matching grant?
For this grant, it can also come from time. So let me just confirm that on the number 28.
Donators, profits, or, any sponsor out there?
Half provided in cash, the other part in kind. And it says it on it that the cash match is staff time and supplies from the city of Paterson, and the in-kind match is their volunteer time.
Okay. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Roll call on item number 28, Madam Clerk.
Roll call on item number 28 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton? Councilman Jackson?
I'm sorry, who's the council person that has a conflict?
Councilwoman Davila, she's absent.
Very good. My vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Mendez?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims?
So I just want to commend the work that's being done by the Passaic County Cultural and Heritage Council and our local arts program. They've been doing great work, and these funds and different things are needed to continue the work that they're doing, so my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Velez?
So, Madam BA, I know this is an administrative decision. Please get in contact with New Jersey Transit to see how they did it, what they did in Newark. They could do it also in Paterson. You know, the railroads, that little murals or whatever they put there will beautify that strip of the streets. So that could come out down to our city and beautify the sections of the city. So, and that's part of art too. So my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Mr. President?
My vote is yes.
Thank you, sir. The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 28 is hereby adopted.
Next item, item number 29.
Item number 29 is a resolution designating the week of August 21st to August 27th, 2022 as Puerto Rican Heritage Week. It's sponsored by Councilman Luis Velez, Councilwoman Maritza Davila, and Councilman Michael Jackson, co-sponsored by Councilman Alex Mendez. It's a City Council Resolution 22497.
Second.
Discussion.
Velez.
Moved by Councilman Velez, second by Councilman Mendez. Discussion, Councilwoman Mims.
Just a request, is it possible that it can be co-sponsored by the rest of the council?
Of course, also Ruby Cotton too. Yeah, no problem. The entire council is fair enough, yes.
Can you please make the correction?
Co-sponsored by the entire council.
Entire council, yes.
Thank you.
Roll call, Madam Clerk, on item number 39.
Roll call
29.
on item number 29 as amended. Councilwoman Cotton? Yes. Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilman Mendez?
Looking forward for the flag raising ceremony this Saturday, 12 p.m. So let's bring some Puerto Rican food like alcapurria and something good, Councilman Velez. So make it happen, please. My vote is yes. Viva Puerto Rico.
Councilwoman Mims?
Wepa, my vote is yes.
Councilman Velez?
So thank you, colleagues, for joining this celebration. I know that an email blast was sent to all the city employees. No matter where you came from, no matter what flag you use, no matter what nationality you are, please come and celebrate with us. Puerto Rico is part of the United States, the Commonwealth of the United States, and we are proud to be part of the United States with the investment, culture, Spanglish, the way that we speak or whatever. We still are humans. We still love Paterson, and we still contribute in Paterson. So we're going to be celebrating the 50 years of the first Puerto Rican flag raised in the city of Paterson. Wow. Okay, so everybody has something from Puerto Rico. Jamaican has the Tainos. Everybody's mixed with somebody with Puerto Rico. And I think that is what we want to send, a message of unity. And this is a celebration for everyone, no matter where you came from, what language you speak. If you understand it or not understand it, we're going to celebrate the Puerto Rican flag raising in the city of Paterson. It will be a live band. It will be picadera, Goya, and other things is going to be there. We want to make this day a celebration for everyone in the city of Paterson. So you have the invitation to come to celebrate with us. I'm not saying only Puerto Ricans, with us in the city of Paterson this Saturday at 12 noon in the City Hall, front of the City Hall in Paterson. Que viva mi bella isla 100 por 35, Puerto Rico. Y lo dije bien, Puerto Rico. My vote is yes.
Thank you,
Wepa.
Councilman. Mr. President?
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I'm looking forward to the celebration. My vote is yes.
Thank you, sir. The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item 29 is hereby adopted.
Item number 30, Madam Clerk.
Item number 30 is a resolution honoring Dr. Lisa Ferraro for her service to the city of Paterson and the community, sponsored by Councilman Alex Mendez and co-sponsored by the remaining council members. It's a City Council Resolution 22-498.
So move.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilwoman Mims. Roll call on item number 30, Madam Clerk.
Yes, sir. Roll call on item number 30 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton. Yes. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Mendez.
It is a great honor for me to be able to acknowledge, Dr. Fratos for working in this community for so many years and taking care of so many Pattersonians. It's going to be a great honor to say yes now and also to give this resolution right here at the council on one of the next regular meeting. So my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman Mendez. Councilwoman Mims.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes.
the votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 30 is hereby adopted.
Item number 31, Madam Clerk.
Item 31 is
Council
a
President.
resol,
Before we do it, is there a way through Corporation Council that 31 and 32 can be taken together? One is for entertainment, one is for dance hall, the same location.
Item 31 and 32, can we take it together? No.
No, because one is dance and one is entertainment.
Thank you.
Continue, item number 31.
item number 31 is resolution addressing renewal of an entertainment show license for Express Service Association, Inc., 47 Godwin Street, First Ward. It's a finance resolution 22-499.
So move.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilman Velez and Councilwoman Mims. Roll call on item number 31.
Roll call on item number 31 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Mendez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes.
the votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 31 is hereby adopted.
Item number 32, Madam Clerk.
Item number 32 is resolution addressing renewal of a dance hall license for Express Service Association, Inc., 47 Godwin Street, First Ward, Finance Resolution 22-500.
So move.
Good. Second.
Moved by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilwoman Mims and Councilman Velez. Roll call on item number 32.
Roll call on item number 32 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Mendez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims.
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Good place, good venue. My vote is yes.
Mr. President,
My vote is yes.
the votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 32 is hereby adopted.
Item number 32, Madam Clerk.
Item
And
number 33 is a resolution authorizing an award of contract to Archer and Griner PC for bond counsel for the Finance Departments, and RFP number 2022-34 is Finance Resolution 22-501.
So move.
Moved by Councilman Velez. Can I have a second on item number 33?
That's needed.
I'll second it, item number 33. Roll call on item 33,
I'm
or
sorry.
any question?
Yeah, discussion, Council President.
Councilman Mendez?
Sure, and my concern with this item is I think that, it went through the workshop, but I see that it's not, it was based on point or based on, because the person that got the bid, which is, it's a score 252, that's based on score, or that's the final, based on the score or based on the lowest bidder? How this,
Based on score.
based on score?
Is not,
And who was the lowest bidder?
there is no lowest bidder. It was
You don't have that
not to exceed $60,000, I believe.
Okay,
Not to exceed 60,000.
Proposal.
okay.
Right. It's on proposal.
If I may, Council President.
Councilwoman Cotton?
Yeah, Javier, our finance director, this is only when when we go before a bond council, I mean, when we go, we're not gonna use him unless we go before,
For bonding.
the bond. So if we
Yes.
don't go for a bond, then we're not using him. Unless we gotta go for a bond, then we have to use the bond council to go before the, what they call that, the
LFB.
finance board?
LFP.
Local finance. In order for us to go to local finance, you gotta have the person, the bond lawyer, to go before the local finance board for you. Until we do that, it just sits there.
Correct.
Thank you.
Roll call on item number 33, Madam Clerk.
Yes, Mr. President, roll call on item number 33 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilman Jackson,
Yes.
Councilman Mendez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims,
Yes.
Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes.
the votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 33 is hereby adopted.
Item number 34, Madam Clerk.
Item number 34 is a resolution authorizing an award of contract to NW Financial Group LLC for financial advisors services for the Finance Department, RFP number 2022-35. It's a finance resolution 22502.
So move.
Moved by Councilman Velez.
Question?
Need a
Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Cotton.
Question?
Councilman Velez, question?
Say if our certification availability of funds, is a typo or is what I see is here? You got two accounts, one capital and the other one is, it says, if I add it's gonna be 60,000 and the other one say not exceed 40,000. That's a typo or what?
Is not to exceed
It's not to exceed
40,000.
40,000.
But then the amount of certification of fund, you got 20 in one part and 40 in the other. It's 60.
I believe that search should have went with the one before. That search should have went with the bond council.
Oh, it went with the
No, no,
wrong,
no, no,
it
hold
went to the wrong one?
Yeah, maybe it just,
Hold on.
You went to the wrong account.
Now, so now we're gonna go 60 here. So what happened, they didn't raise it or what? Because
I
this
know.
one has 60.
no, that's an error. It should have been just
Error,
40.
that's why I wanna
Yeah.
clarify, yeah, okay.
Thank you.
I sit in finance, that's why I had to look into it.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Roll call on item number 34 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton,
Yes.
Councilman Jackson,
Yes.
Councilman Mendez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims,
I know the question was posed, but just ensure that the control number is accurate, despite what the documents say it should be updated as well. Can we just make sure that the control numbers match the resolutions that are presented before us? My vote is yes.
thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Velez.
Yes.
Mr. President,
Yes.
the votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item 34 is hereby adopted.
Item number 35, Madam Clerk.
Item number 35 is a resolution authorizing the release of deed restrictions imposed by the city against various properties sold by the city during the March 15, 2018 auction. It's Finance Resolution 22503.
So move.
Moved by Councilman Mendez. Can I have a second? I'll second it.
You know what, the other thing okay, you second it.
Moved by Councilman Mendez, second by me. Discussion, anybody, any question? No?
I have a- Why are you
You're not here,
refusing?
so- Madam Clerk?
Yeah, let me ask a question.
Yes, sure.
One of these places he lives?
Huh?
Councilwoman Khan, question?
Yeah, my only concern is that, all of a sudden now, we're lumping all these deed restrictions. Normally, they're done individually. Why are we lumping them together? They normally are done individually, or explain why we're
Exactly.
removing the deed restriction.
Yeah, I'm not participating in this vote.
Yeah, so some of this, huh?
We
Not participating in that vote.
we don't have a quorum.
Yeah. Tell Velez he gotta come back. Somebody gotta come back.
But the,
Accusing myself as well.
the city of Paterson.
No, normally, what I want to say is that normally,
One second, Councilwoman. Corporation Council?
Oh, that's right, we gotta stop.
What do we do in this situation now? Because these properties were sold in 2018 on the auction.
Sure, and it's important, I know we don't have a quorum, but this is the kind of thing that we have to be very careful, like,
Yeah.
the council may, I don't know what he is referring to, but this property was sold into an auction, so this is a normal process. This is a regular business transaction so I don't understand it, so, huh?
Councilman Velez is here, he could vote on these
Yeah,
items.
no,
I
it's
don't know
not.
why he's confusing.
Council
No,
President.
It's not. It's either, some of these houses got federal dollars to build, and they didn't build it, or they didn't complete the process. Something happened to each of these properties.
May I?
And I think
Corporation Council.
I think that it should be separated.
Thank you. We do have Councilman Velez here, so there is quorum. But to address Councilwoman Cotton's question, these properties were auctioned off in 2018. When they were auctioned off by the city, there were restrictions placed on the deed. The restrictions for these properties that were placed on the deed had to do with them being developed. In each one of these deeds, the Economic Development Department reviewed the photographs and did some site inspections to ensure that the restrictions on the deeds were met. Now that the restrictions on the deeds were met, the city's proceeding with removing those restrictions because they've been satisfied. And I know that the law department also had a hand in reviewing these. One of our assistant corporation counsels reviewed photos. We saw Google Maps, and we obtained other evidence in conjunction with economic development to satisfy the restrictions.
Thank you, understood, Corporation Council.
Council President.
Councilman Velez
No, but
and
I'm
Councilman
not
Mendez.
finished.
No,
I
let me-
know,
Councilman Cotton, you not finished?
no, because
Go
I
ahead.
know for a fact about 128 12th Avenue was money that was put in that property from the federal government, and it's supposed to have a certain amount of, I don't know if it was the tenants or the owner had to do something, because, you're just saying here, deed restriction, I mean, you're lifting it up, but you don't tell us like why. Like why it's
Council President,
removed?
may I? So
Corporation Council, yes.
Okay.
this was vetted through economic development, which verified the restrictions on the deeds were met. And so I think most, if not all of these required some sort of development on it, independent of whatever federal government or loans or anything else. This is just the city's restrictions placed on it when the city auctioned these properties. Based upon the law department's review as well as that of economic development, the restrictions have been satisfied. Therefore, we're removing the restrictions that we placed because they've been satisfied. To the extent that there's some other federal program or requirement, that wasn't imposed by the city, and that's not subject to this restriction. And the reso itself does say that the conditions and restrictions have been met.
Council President.
Councilman Mendez?
Thank you, Council President. Since Councilman Velez have to recuse himself from this item, I'll recommend this to table. Let's table this item until we get quorum for the next meeting.
Corporation Council?
I'm sorry, Council President, what was the request?
Request is we don't have a quorum because Councilman Velez had to recuse himself.
We want to table this item.
One more second, Councilman Mendez. Do we need 5 votes on
Yeah.
this item or majority?
No, this is a resolution, so you need majority of those present.
Okay, can
but-
Councilman Velez participate in the meeting and not vote?
I'm not aware, I've not yet had an opportunity to consult with Councilman Velez as to why he's recusing, but to the extent that the city council deems it appropriate to put it to the next meeting, so that there are other members present, then that's certainly within your purview.
Okay.
Only thing I need to know why they were separated, that's all. You know what it would have been, would have made it, would have made it easier if he broke each property
He
listed,
doesn't live in none of these properties, so
huh?
he doesn't live on any of these properties.
You know what?
He doesn't live on any of these properties.
Yeah, but I'm saying, some of these properties was given money by the federal government to build these houses. So I need to know, I think it should be a breakdown for why we releasing it, that's all.
Council President,
Half of them are in my ward, and that.
Yes, Corporation Counsel.
Thank
Governor
you.
Street, Graham Avenue, Warren Street, they're all in my ward.
Council President, thank you. So after consulting with Councilman Velez,
Those are them houses
he-
that people left.
Yeah, once, yes.
Councilman Velez does believe that there may be a perception of a conflict of interest. I believe that to be
Okay, we'll just table
appropriate,
that.
so you can table it to the next meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So it's gonna be on the next regular meeting on September 13th? Thank you. Item number 36.
Item number 36 is resolution addressing the renewal of a junkyard license for US 1 Scrap and Metal LLC, 222 Presidential Boulevard, First Ward. It's Finance Resolution 22504.
So move.
Moved by Councilman Velez, and second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Mims.
Yes, sir, one.
Council President,
Councilman Velez.
I know that Councilman Jackson was not here in the discussion that we put on forward for move forward this application in the workshop, that the structure that was in question was removed, and everything is in compliance right now.
Thank you, Councilman Velez. Roll call on item number 36.
Roll call on item number 36 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton.
Yes.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Jackson.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I appreciate that, Councilwoman Cotton, at least having enough respect to, as the ward, to ask the question, but yeah, it was answered. My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Mendez.
Yes, Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Mims.
Yep.
Councilman Velez.
Yep, I like that.
Councilman Velez.
Oh, aye. Yes.
Oh. Council President.
My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Council President. The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item 36 is hereby adopted.
Item 41.
41. Item 41 is resolution under Paterson Code, Chapter 129, entitled Bazaars for Celebrating Paterson, Inc., to conduct a festival.
So move.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Velez, second by Councilman Mendez and Councilwoman Cotton. Roll call on item number 41.
Roll call on item number 41, Councilwoman Cotton. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilman Mendez.
Yes.
Councilwoman Mims.
Yep.
Councilman Velez.
I want to invite the community to come and celebrate the 5th Ward celebration at the 510 district in the 5th Ward. Now that this is going to be my prior extension and proves it's in the 5th Ward, the celebration will bring a lot of people into that section, so my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilman. Mr. President,
My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
the votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Item number 41 is hereby adopted.
Item number 42, Madam Clerk.
Item number 42 is resolution under Paterson Code, Chapter 129, Bazaars, addressing a license for Jumpstart Paterson Community Policing to conduct a festival. It's Finance Resolution 22510.
So move.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Mendez, second by Councilwoman Mims and Councilman Velez. Roll call on item number
It's 42.
42.
Roll call on item number 42 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton.
I need to ask, Corporation Council, even though, Penny Blair's name is not on the Jumpstart application, I believe that is another name, isn't it? I'm just saying, under, I need to rescue myself, Madam Clerk.
I'm sorry?
Huh?
You say rescue yourself?
Recuse, yes.
You're
Recuse?
No, everybody heard the same thing, rescue. Okay.
She will recuse herself.
Okay. Accused.
Even her, she say rescue.
Councilman Jackson,
Yes.
Councilman Mendez,
When Councilman Al left?
He's a part-time.
So I just, before I vote, I just want to take this quick moment to congratulate Jamie Bland for the outstanding job that she's doing for our children with her organization. She's a fighter, and I was very excited to see her here with all those children, Paterson children, students of Paterson Public School. Jamie, I just want to say thank you for all the great job that you've been doing for our children for many, many years. So we wish you all well. I'm in full support of your event. I'll be donating to your cause, and I'm looking forward to be part of this beautiful event. My vote is yes.
thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Mims,
Jamie Bland, thank you. You've been doing the
$20.
work you've been doing for decades. Our children, lives have been made the better, the parents, and our community. Thank you for all you do. My vote is yes.
thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Velez,
When I noticed Jamie Bland in the audience and their kids, Jumpstart, I had to say something, and it is, we need to apologize sometimes to this youth. The way sometimes people in the audience conduct themselves, and we apologize on behalf of the entire community because those kids need to see a perfect example of our leaders in the other side. And Jamie Bland, I know that a lot of people criticize new projects around and new development, but I know that one of those developers are benefiting Jumpstart with the center and the pantries and all that stuff. So, and that's a plus of that developer giving a courtesy to that organization, Jumpstart, to be able to perform for one of those property. My vote is yes at this, and let's celebrate with them.
Mr. President,
My vote is yes, Madam Clerk.
thank you, sir. The votes are 5 yeses, 3 absences. Let the records reflect that Councilwoman Cotton recused from this item. The item number 42 is hereby adopted.
Madam Clerk, item number 43. Do we need to vote on the addendum?
No,
or-
it was added. You don't need
Added,
to
it was
vote on
added,
it.
correct. Item number 43, Madam Clerk.
Item number 43 for adoption is a resolution to execute a grant agreement between the City of Paterson and the Cities for Financial Empowerment Fund, Inc., to implement a municipal office of financial empowerment. It's Administration Resolution 22-511.
Move.
Moved by Councilman Velez,
Second.
second by Councilman Mendez.
Discussion.
Discussion, Councilman Jackson, then Councilwoman Mims.
I'll yield to the councilwoman.
Could you just provide clarity as to what the purpose will be for this particular office?
Sure. Council President, if I may.
Yes, Madam Mayor.
So this is a second grant
This is
that
the-
was provided by the Cities for Financial Empowerment. So the first collaboration we have with them is for the Financial Empowerment Center, and that model is based on a public-private partnership with the funding going to support more on the nonprofit partner. So it supports the financial counselors, the person who runs that program. Most of the city's connection to the FEC is through in-kind support by our staff. This grant allows for the creation of an additional position and being able to fund the salary of that position within the city government. The intent is for it to not only connect current city programs more closely with the FEC, but also to expand programs. There might be other financial empowerment programs instead of just financial counseling that we want to supercharge and do more with the city. And that could include connecting up with other programs, connecting up directly with financial institutions. So it's really expanding the work of the FEC.
So two additional questions. So the person that you'll be looking to hire will be a financial specialist? What would be the title for that individual?
I think the title is more along the kind of the program manager line because it's particularly running this grant program. But the expertise, we would be looking for someone who has an interest and background with financial empowerment programs, community engagement, a lot of that.
And the salary is 100,000?
No, that's inclusive of benefits, so healthcare, insurance, all of that. So it's more in the 60 to 70 range.
Okay, thank you, Council President.
Roll call. You wanna go? Go ahead, Councilman Jackson.
Madam BA, you just referenced that there was some in-kind services being provided by the city. Can you elaborate on what that means?
Yes, you mean connected when I mentioned the Financial Empowerment Center. So currently, our staff connected to Health and Human Services works as the city manager, while NJCDC works as the nonprofit manager. So it's part of their job. It's not something that we get any grant funding specifically to support that position.
So we have city employees who are holding a position within the city who are now removed from whatever responsibilities that they might have had to go render in-kind services to this effort?
No, yeah, well, to clarify two things. Number one, we have employees who this is part of their job, is to collaborate with the Cities for Financial Empowerment on the FEC and to make sure that we're marketing the program. On the city side, it's a lot more marketing engagement. Already working, Health and Human Services has a great nonprofit network because of the funding that they provide through Human Services. So it's really connecting the dots there. That's not this program. This would be a separate hire, a new hire that's exclusive, using this grant funding to jumpstart it, exclusive to financial empowerment programs, so not embedded within the current work that's being done in the city.
No, I understand that. I understand this is separate and apart, what I'm referring to. So these various, and Councilwoman, if I may, because I want to make sure we dive into this. I don't want to be accused of only a certain percentage of my facts being actual facts. So these employees that we have who are currently rendering these collaborative or in-kind services to the Financial Empowerment Center, some of these positions, what are the averages of their salaries?
We would have to look at, we would have to talk with the Director of Health and Human Services. I do know it's one employee within his department that is working in support of the FEC. And that was part of our grant. We showed our in-kind contribution in order to get the grant to start the FEC, which many council members have helped support, have had community members placed on the advisory board, a very successful program over the last year.
Community members who also volunteer.
Yes,
Okay, so this,
that's the advisory board, yes.
this employee or various employees, do we have an idea of what salary range they currently make working for the city under the Department of Health and Human Services prior to them going out to render these additional support services for this Financial Empowerment Center?
But Councilman Jackson, it's not additional services. This was built into their job. When they started working at Health and Human Services, this was part of the work that they are doing. So FEC is one thing. They're also doing things in the office, helping again with some of the social services. So it's not additional duties.
So the question is, once again, on average, these employees that's lending these support services to the Financial Empowerment Center, are they going to be, let me rephrase the question.
Okay.
Are they going to be paid, is this position going to pay more to whomever this new hire is than to the current staff that's aiding this endeavor?
Yes, likely, because this is somebody who we hope that at some point will be running multiple programs underneath them. There's, the Financial Empowerment Center, they might not have a lot to do with it, whereas the nonprofit manager component of the financial empowerment, the city manager, is just a portion of someone's job. This person is going to be doing entirely financial empowerment work and overseeing other people. Currently, that employee is not overseeing anybody else.
Very good.
Thank you, Councilman. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Yes, Mr. President, roll call on item number 43 for adoption. Councilwoman Cotton. Councilman Jackson.
You know, this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. I wonder if these facts are actual. I wonder if this portion of what I'm talking about is an actual lie. We're looking to go out and hire another employee. Yes, it's going to be through a grant up to $100,000, which this person will probably make $60,000 to $70,000, which current city employees who may have been employed with the city for in excess of 10, 15 years are making possibly half of what we're going to pay this person. My vote is no, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Mendez.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I think that, well, what I will get, and this is for the public, the reason why we have a discussion at the Finance Committee meeting about this grant. So the city responsibility to their private partner, could be Wells Fargo, could be any entity, the city responsibility to fundraise $120,000, and we will get a grant for $170,000 for the Financial Empowerment Center. It's the money that is gonna be available for the community. So there's gonna be a position who's gonna be, they're gonna open a position with the grant. That person's not gonna be an employee of the city directly. They're gonna get paid out of this grant, and it's the city's responsibility to collect $120,000 for those friends of this entity. Could be, as I mentioned, Wells Fargo, any entity. And if the city doesn't fundraise that amount of money, we don't have any financial responsibility to fund this grant. That's the only way I'm supporting this measure. So we not hire any additional staff to get it under the budget. That person is gonna be connected to this grant to run this program. We asked the question to the administration, do you have somebody in mind already for this? They say absolutely not. So I know that by they collect 120, we're getting $170,000 grant. That is gonna be a very beneficial amount of money to be out there for the community to help Patersonian. That's the only reason why we asked all the questions, and I will say yes to this. My vote is yes, Madam Clerk. Thank you.
And so, when it comes to this item, I go back to when we first introduced it, and I was asked to be the sponsor on the item, so I go back to that. I also go back to the fact that we put in place an advisory board, and the great things that have come out of having a financial empowerment center in place, credit recovery, people that were not able to get houses, they're getting houses. And I mean, I remember placing, my appointee was the owner of IHOP on the advisory board, and there was so much great wisdom and insight that was given by all the advisory board. This is needed. Paterson medium income is approximately $36,000 in the city of Paterson. So as much as we can do to provide insight, resources, and sustainability for our residents, this is a step in the right direction. So I'm voting always to ensure that we push Paterson and our residents forward, and this is one of those items. My vote is yes.
So every program has a pro and a con. In this aspect, they think impossible in bringing somebody that will work directly inside these buildings to make sure that the benefit goes outside these buildings through the Financial Empower program and with the advice of creative method that people could get the benefit out there. And when we approve this type of things, I look at the minorities individuals that we have in the city that need to get empowered for move forward. And we're not talking about grown adults already. We're talking about 18, 19, 20, that they want to learn about this and they want to empower themselves to be successful in the future. If we roadblock that, then we're going to become failure legislator in everything what we do here. So my vote is yes on this.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. It's clearly written in black and white on the resolution.
Correct.
You know, there is nothing hidden in there. And my vote is definitely yes. Do we have any more items?
Move to close.
Second.
Move to close.
Move to close by Councilman Velez, second by
Mendez.
Councilman Mendez. And Councilwoman
I move
Mims.
to close.
Roll call to adjourn the meeting, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I'm gonna be really quick. I just want to remind everyone, I've always talked about crime prevention through environmental design. We will meet on this Thursday at 6 o'clock at 147 Montgomery Street. If you can make it, please do. I have applied with the state of New Jersey for DCA, which we call neighborhood stabilization, along with my Paterson habitat. So if you can make it out on 147 Montgomery Street at 6 o'clock on Thursday, please do so. Also on Thursday is Fun in the Sun with the Recreation Department from 10 to 2 p.m. If you can come out, please come out and see all the activities that the children have. Also on August the 28th is the Gospel Fest in Eastside Park with community policing and Jamie Bland with the Jump Start. Please, last year it was absolutely wonderful, awesome. You would definitely have a good time. Also, just want to remind you, on Sunday before Labor Day, September 4th, we have Days of the Baby. It would be year number 26 for Days of the Baby at now Vera Ames Community Park. If you can come out, that is September 4th, starting probably at 1 to 6. We'll be into our 26th year for Days of the Babies, which is now called Vera Ames Community Park. Also, on September 11th, we will be at Eastside Park for the Grandparents Relative Resource Center, the annual picnic. If you would like to come out, all my seniors, it doesn't necessarily have to be all seniors. We have bouncy houses for the kids. So please, come out. All these activities that I have announced, I know I've been talking really quick. You can always call my office because I'm always here if you want to find out any other information. And don't forget, please support the Erie Lions of the Hearts Foundation. Her walks are going to be September the 10th. Please come out and support. If you need to reach out to me, you can reach out to Kia Willis or her husband Corey Willis, or you can reach out to me, Councilwoman Cotton, here in the city clerk's office. Thank you, Deputy Clerk Jackie. Doesn't she look pretty tonight?
She looked phenomenal.
I know. I just
So
want to.
beautiful.
Thank you.
And I'd love to see you here. We don't hardly see you that often sitting over there. And so glad to see you with my girl, too, with Phyllis
Thank
over
you.
there. To Corporation Council, to Madam BA, to Javier, have a good night. We got a good 3 weeks off. I'm going to enjoy it. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but TV land out there. Yeah, we don't come back to after Labor Day. I know. Anyhow, TV land, God bless you. You heard all of my announcements tonight. Thank you to my police officers out there. Love you guys. Have a good night. TV land, God bless you all out there. To our stenographer upstairs, we love you, sweetie. You always here with us. So with that being said, everyone have a good holiday coming up. All kind of things are happening in the city. They're gonna do probably at the Labor Day at the Falls or something, I'm not sure. But with that being said, everyone, God bless you all. Have a good night. Bye, TV land.
Thank
Madam
you.
Clerk, my vote is yes.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Jackson? Yes. Councilman
No,
Mendez?
Well, I talked enough.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Well,
This is
you have
wrong.
done a phenomenal job tonight. But before my vote, I know it's close to 1 o'clock when I am. I would like to let all my third ward residents know that this next Monday is going to be our town hall meeting. We're going to have our town hall meeting is going to be all about public safety with Director Jerry Specialis. So I'm looking forward to have you all on our Zoom meeting, so August the 21st. So if you have any question, I'm a phone call away, 973-930-1436. And so with that being said, my vote is yes. Good night,
Thank you,
guys.
Councilman. Councilwoman Mims?
And so to the public, and I just want to say thank you to everyone for your phone calls, your texts, messages, and all of your words of encouragement. While my mom has been sick since July 22nd, and to those council members that reached out, I do appreciate that as well. And that's why you have not seen me at some of the events during the course of the day, because of course, as all of us, I'm sure, my mom is the priority. To ensure that my mom is back to health. And so she's progressing, still some ways to go, but I'm really grateful she's not where she was on July 22nd through God's grace. On August the 28th, from 2 to 6, I will be having a back-to-school event at Bear Trap Park. It's a free event on 5th Ave between East 23rd and East 24th Street. Please come out, bring your kids. We're gonna have a movie night. We'll have food out there. Some of my sponsors are Bronze Heat, our sheriff, Richard Burtnick, and so many others will be a part of this great event at Bear Track Park. Please come out, bring your kids. We'll have school supplies, and we'll have some surprises out there as well. I'm in your ward, Councilman Mendez, so make sure you come out, bring some supplies too, to the event. So Paterson, there's so much that we can talk about, but it is 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's another day, and it's time to go home. So, Madam Clerk, thank you, Deputy Clerk, for your great work on tonight.
Thank you.
Our Secretary, Madam BA, CFO, Corporation Counsel, Council colleagues, to our officers, thank you so much, because I know we wore you all the way out tonight. Ermelinda, Ming, and everyone. Paterson, thank you for staying up with us. Time to go to bed. My vote is yes. Good night.
Councilman Velez?
So we're not finishing late. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, it's a new day. So first of all, Corporation Counsel, amen, my deepest condolences to you, your family, for the loss of your family member. And being back today means a lot as a public servant. And being here for the meeting. So I know you got interrupted with the hug of Councilman Mendez right now. Yeah. So, you know, next door, right here to the City Hall, there's a new restaurant open. It's called House Lomo. It's nice. I went there. It was good food, Peruvian food. Please visit Chop Local, Eat Local, 175 Market Street. Also, I received a text that Smoking Crab we'll have Friday night karaoke. So if you want to compete me also in karaoke, you could come down too. So, but once again, the main event for the whole entire community, it will be this Saturday at 12 noon on the steps of City Hall. There will be Son Sabroso, is a live band, and other surprises that is going to be there for this 50th anniversary of the raising of the Puerto Rican flag in the city of Paterson. 50 years of celebration. So once again, let's continue doing the work that we're supposed to do from this side of the other chambers and make sure that the city move forward. We could agree or disagree, but one thing is that every decision we have to keep in mind that we have a community that elect us. Madam Deputy Clerk at this time, you always looked wonderful.
Thank you.
So, and real professional. Thank you for serving us in that capacity, and all the secretaries in our office, thank you for your service. So, my vote is yes. Good night. God bless you. Dios me lo bendiga. Que viva Puerto Rico.
Thank you, Councilman.
And
Mr.
thank you,
President.
Councilwoman Mims.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Good night, Paterson. It's past 1 o'clock already. Have a good night, and my vote is yes.
Thank you. The votes are 6 yeses, 3 absences. Meeting of August 16th is hereby adjourned. Good night, Paterson. Or good morning, I should say.